And he told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not to lose heart. And he said, in a certain city there was a judge who neither feared God nor respected man. And there was a widow in the city who kept coming to him and saying, give me justice against my adversary. For a while he refused. But afterward he said to himself, though I neither fear God nor respect man, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming. And the Lord says, hear what the unrighteous judge says, and will God not give justice to his elect who cry to him day and night? Will he delay long over them? I tell you, he will give justice to them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth? Will he find people who are willing to ask? You know, will parents find in their kids people who are willing to ask if there's something that's truly off? If you don't ask because you're afraid, you still didn't ask, so I don't know. If you don't sit me down as your father, and yes, I would look to y'all as my kids, as my wife, to sit me down and say, hey, we need to have a sit down, let's talk. There's an issue here. I can't help you create a win-win. If I get told one thing and then something else happens, I won't know and I can't create a win-win. I love each and every one of you. And I chose you. I didn't get to choose her. You don't get to choose your kids. This is part of the package. You deal with it or you don't. Fine. 8 years later, we're still cracking along, doing whatever. And I'm perfectly content with the reality of what is. And I'm looking forward to making it into something beautiful and wonderful. So, that you ought not to lose heart. There's a principle there for the kids. Don't lose heart. Ask again. Sit me down. Even if it's annoying. Even if you have to do it 10, 15, 20 times. At some point, I'll get it. Because I'm trying to create a house and a home. And, with the Lord's help, establish something so that you have a baseline you can come to, so that when you're older or whatnot and you're dealing with potentially, God forbid, an abuse situation or just a dysfunctional relationship or kids that don't get you and you've got a parenting issue that's all over the place. Ask me how I know about parenting issues that are all over the place. Then you can come and I can sit there and listen to you and hold you so that you don't lose heart, so that you decide, okay, I'm going to go back in and live to fight another day and go back into the fray and deal with the situation. Maybe I'm able to give you some word or counsel or knowledge or understanding about a situation so that you don't lose heart, so that you're able to also impart to the next generation. They can impart to the next generation so that there's less of the heartlessness, the loss of heart. I want that for you, and I want that for my grandbabies and my great-grandbabies. And I expect that I will live to see my great-grandbabies. So as far as all of that is concerned, I want you aware, I want you available and able, and I want you to understand that wherever I live, whether that's here in Rock Hill or Texas, California, Colorado, Montana, Florida, Tennessee, wherever I am, there is a safe house for you. for yours if you need it. You have a place you can come back to ground zero and say, I've got someplace I can stay, and I've got the old man who understands me. Because I tell you what, the old man will take care of stuff, and he will see to it that you are provided for and cared for, because he wants to see you equipped and released. Give me justice. Make a decision. Somebody decide something. Even if it doesn't completely please you in every point, I will do something. And believe me, I've lived a life where I've experienced situations where I have let people down that they had no business being let down, because I took care of them, or I was willing to serve them. Or they said, he's a bad pastor, he's a bad brother, husband, father, friend, whatever. I'll do my best to always come back and recalibrate in good faith. So, and likewise for you who will listen to this in the future, that you also will have a good faith person that you can come back to that will help you receive justice or advocate for you before the king, so that he will grant you justice, because he does want to give justice. He does want to decide things. He does not waffle back and forth. Was there a verse in there that you wanted, or a phrase that you wanted me to read so that it would actually help flesh something out for you?
No, I was just, in the first round of you reading it, something touched me. And then when I was trying to grasp it as you went through it again, you went off on a couple other trails, so I decided to drop what I was looking for and listen to you, because you went in a different vein.
All right. So. Well, what I'll do is I can reread it.
That's okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome. At some point, you and I can sit back and read it, and we can take that different vein that you want to go. Does that sound like a good plan? Okay. So, gang, we love you guys, and we will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.